Welcome back to another video. I hope you're well, I really do. So today I'm going to take you along with me, give you a little insight what my day looks like. So I work full time, I run a small business, and I'm also starting this YouTube channel. So I'll just show you how I manage my time. You know, if you are looking to start a small business, you are looking to start a side hustle, you're looking to start a hobby or a fitness goal, whatever it may be, I just want to show you that there's time in the day. You don't have to put too much pressure on yourself. You don't have to run yourself into the ground. It's all about how you manage that. It's all about moderation. So you can still have fun, you can still enjoy yourself, you can still relax. You know, we're not talking about getting up at 5 a.m. and going to bed at 12 at night, like you see a lot of these videos and these entrepreneurs doing. You know, we're just going to have a nice balance of how we run our time, how we manage it. Still got time for the family, still got time for yourself, but we're also looking to make some money and we're also looking to self-improve. Thank you for all the love in the last video. Got a lot of views, well, more views than I would normally get, so I do really appreciate that. I've now got 47 subscribers. I've now reached celebrity status, so I've got the sunglasses on. I just try to keep a low profile. I don't want to be out here, you know, getting a lot of attention and all that. You know what it's like being a celebrity YouTuber. Just want to be on the low key today. Only joking. You may remember in my last video, I had a little bit of a sty and I was making a little bit of joke about it, you know, how it's a serious infection and that type of thing, but in fact it's turned into something a little bit serious. Not too bad, you know, I can still cope with it, but I'm in agony with it. So you can probably see on the top of my ear, it's really inflamed over the last few days. So I'm doing this for you. You know, my eye is really sore. I'm breaking through the pain barrier. I'm putting my health on the line to bring you a video to hopefully inspire and show that you've got time, and no matter what's going on, even something simple as a little eye infection is very draining, it's a little bit sore, but we're going to crack on because I care for you and I want you to reach your goals, whatever it is. You know, I'm with you and we can do this together. I've done quite a few videos on the channel already, mainly about reselling, you know, starting your business, starting your side hustle. We spoke about how to source items, you know, how to take photos, quality pictures, how to title your items, you know, to get the most views and potentially get the most sales. What we haven't delved in too much detail is mindset. You know, mindset is really what's going to set you aside. It's going to make you stand out from all the other businesses. It's going to help you be more successful. Here talking about mindset because it sounds like mumbo jumbo stuff, you know, like all the self-improvement videos. You know, I'm a sucker for those. I watch a lot of those on YouTube. They're there for a reason because it's all true. You know, your mind is what will set you aside. You know, how disciplined you are, how consistent you are, you know, getting the motivation. I hear the word discipline as well. Discipline sounds like some sort of toxic masculinity bull. It's a word that, you know, a lot of people kind of, as soon as they hear the word discipline, like, oh, here we go again. Someone talking about being disciplined. Discipline, you know, to keep it really simple, is just doing something when you don't feel like it. You know, motivation is basically doing something when, you know, you've got the hype, you know, you've watched the video, you woke up one morning in a good mood and you feel motivated. Where discipline is where, you know, you wake up, you're tired, you don't feel like going out sourcing, you don't feel like listing items, you don't feel like starting your running journey or, you know, your fitness goal or whatever it is. You know, if you're snoozing your alarm in the morning, you yourself so going to thank you for that because you're going to feel worse for the rest of the day. But if you get up when your alarm goes off, you're going to feel so much better. I'm trying to start to have a much more positive mindset. I know a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, but for me, this time of year is probably the best time to make it. You know, especially when the clocks change. It should really motivate you because you feel like you're getting more time back. You know, it's lighter, where during the winter, you get home from work, you just want to close the curtains, put the light on, put the heating on, chill out on the couch. If you didn't make a New Year's resolution, or your New Year's resolution was to start a side hustle, or, you know, start a hobby or whatever, and you didn't get it done, you know, don't beat yourself down about it. You know, start now. You know, spring, going into summer is a really good time. You know, we talk about spring cleaning in the house. You can also spring clean your mind, you know, refresh and start again. I mean, look at this. I'm in a random field. Well, it's not random, it's near my house. But, you know, I'm trying to bring more positive things into my life. So, and going for walks is one of them. It's 6 a.m. So I'm just having a little wander around, getting some fresh air into the lungs. I mean, you can really set the standards high in the morning. You know, if you win your morning, it's going to set the standards for the rest of your day. You know, start your morning positive, start your morning disciplined, start your morning motivated. Just heading back home now, so we've been out for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Feel so much better already. Started the day positive, so now it's going to be back to reality, back to my normal jobs as a parent, as a got work today. So yeah, catch you in a bit. What a lovely walk that was this morning. And you know, if you're ever feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or you do suffer from anxiety, or you're a bit of an overthinker and you just want to clear your mind a little bit, you know, I certainly recommend going out for a walk, especially when it's early and it feels like that the rest of the world is sleeping. And it was 6 a.m. to be fair, a lot of people were up and about, but it just had that vibe about it. It does a lot for you, helps clear the mind, helps refresh the body, does a world of wonders. You know, little things like a little lump on an eye, you know, as long as it's not super serious, but you know, it's not the end of the world. And we're blessed to be able to work full time. I know there's a lot of people out there struggling for work, and we're blessed to be able to do this on the side. It just alleviates the pressure a little bit. So if you do work full time, or part-time, and you don't have a side hustle, you don't have a small business, I'd certainly recommend, you know, investigating, you know, your passion and seeing how you can monetize that. I'll take you along with me. We'll see how we get on. I've just pulled up to Home Bargains. I'm trying to squeeze a few jobs in before I go to work. My son's got young man flu, bless him. So fellas, we know the ordeal with that and the trauma. Just gonna head home now, get a quick coffee, and then I'm off to work. So yeah, in regards to work, I'm fortunate to really like my job. I love the values of the company. I love the team that I work with. One of the best teams I've worked with, you know, in my working career. However, if you don't like your job, worked in jobs that I don't like, and I've worked in jobs where I've woke up in the morning and dread going in. If you have got that feeling, you know, having a side hustle or having a small business on the side, or even just a passion project, something you've got to look forward to after work, makes your day so much more bearable. You'll be in a better mindset. You'll probably actually enjoy work more. It'll probably change your attitude during work as well, because you know, at the end of the day, you've got this other thing that you're focusing on, whether it's a way out of your work that you don't like. Living in a world now where we've got more options than ever. You know, we're so spoiled. You can make money on the internet. Yeah, so if you don't like your job, you know, you do have the power to do something about it. And maybe you know, you need that job, you need the income, you know, we all do, to supplement our lifestyles, our bills. We might have families to provide for. But having that little passion project on the side, something you've got to look forward to, you know, when you get home, it'll help change this mindset. It'll put you in a positive attitude. The job that you hated can potentially become a lot more bearable, because, you know, this is not my life. You know, this job does not define who I am. I'm going to clock into work now anyway, because I'm going to be late. Right, so I'm just on my lunch break. I've just pulled up to the doctor's surgery. So I'm going to get this checked out. I'll give you an update on the diagnosis. I'll show you what I've got for lunch as well. Beautiful day. I'm in the sun shining. So I'm back in the car. I managed to get some antibiotics for my eye. It is infected, so they give me a dose of those to see how it goes. I'm not sure why I had to take my pants off, but you know what? I think the doctor was new. He had kind eyes and warm hands, so. Back at work, got my food. I'm gonna quickly eat this before I go back to it. Why antibiotics are always so big? So that's dinner done. So been to the doctors, been violated, been to the chemist, got my antibiotics. They were massive, had those, feel like I've been violated again, and I'm gonna go back to work. So I'll catch you when I'm finished. And we're back. Woo. It's nice to get a bit of sunshine. It's now 6:20 nearly. That's work done. We've got some eBay listing to do. We've got a couple of parcels to drop. Someone's parked on my front, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to block him in if he doesn't move. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this lad to move. I can't get mad, he's a delivery driver, parking on my front, but he's just dropping a pizza off. He's grinding, he's trying to make a living. You alright, buddy? Yeah, he's a good guy. You know what I mean? People out here making a living. Doing deliveries, obviously you've seen my other videos, I've done deliveries. There we go. Bit of patience. Calm yourself down, a few deep breaths, Cole. You've just delivered some pizzas off, trying to make a living. Can't fault that. So when we're talking about moderation and balance, I did go through a long extensive period of not having balance. So I was working, and after work I was just working on the small business, but it was literally non-stop, trying to self-improve, trying to build myself a small business. And it's no good for you, man. It's no good for you at all. I know a lot of these entrepreneurs say that, you know, this is what you got to do, but that lifestyle's not for everybody. For me, it's about having that balance. Most of 2024 was like that, to be fair. But what I'm starting to do in 2025 is make slight changes to that, because I want to be more happy. What I feel you need is that downtime, and that's what I've tried to integrate into my life. Whether that's, you know, trying to spend a bit more time doing the things that I used to think was a complete waste of time, because I believe there's still value in it. Whether that's, you know, sat down watching a TV program, maybe even spending time watching a movie. So I've just did a bit of food shopping. It feels like I'm forever at this store, but it is literally my corner shop pretty much. One of the things I've integrated back into my time is TV programs. Honestly, what did I watch? I watched this adolescence program, which was really good. That was on Netflix. And I've started watching Reacher. So it's like a little treat. How I do it is, once I've got all my jobs done, I get to watch an episode of Reacher. And this is where you've got to be very committed to this. Basically, I'll write myself a list of jobs that I'm going to do for that day. So tonight I've got certain jobs to do, you know, like some of it's just normal householdy stuff, like jobs around the house, etc. Once I've completed that list, then I get to treat myself and I get to watch Reacher. If I don't complete the list, well, I don't get to watch Reacher. So you've got to be quite disciplined with this, because who's holding you accountable? And this is where you've got to kind of build your own trust in yourself. Because if you make yourself a promise to say, you know, I'm not going to watch Reacher, or I'm not going to do whatever it is I'm going to do until I've completed my jobs. If no one's holding you accountable, is it potential that you're going to not do your jobs but still watch Reacher? And the problem is if you start breaking promises to yourself, well, there's no point, because you'll lose trust in yourself. And if you lose trust in yourself, then you're going to say you're going to do things, but you know fine well you're not going to do them because you don't believe in yourself. You know, I'm going to join the gym. But you know fine well, because you're going to lose trust in yourself, you're going to get the dopamine hit from saying I'm going to join the gym, and tell all your friends you're going to join the gym, or tell your family, but you're not going to do it. You've lied to yourself for so long that you don't trust yourself anymore. Whatever you like to do is some downtime. Reward yourself with that downtime and the excitement feeling when you've completed your jobs and you get to do it. It's amazing. You know, you get to put your feet up and it feels like you've earned it. If you are disciplined with your time and discipline what you do, and you use these things for a reward for that work and that effort and that consistency, then that junk food, that downtime, that episode is going to feel a million times better. I promise you that. So give it a go. Make yourself a little reward list. So these are the tasks I'm going to complete today. If I complete these tasks, I get to do this. And if you don't complete these tasks, they'll give you an incentive for the next day. And believe me, it's took me a long time to watch 3 episodes of Reacher. I haven't been completing all my tasks. I might need to reevaluate my task list. Maybe I'm asking too much of myself. Or maybe I'm just slow at stuff and I need to get better at it. I'll have better systems to do things. It might be that kick that you need just to push forward a little bit, get out of your comfort zone. So my plan is, it's 7:30. I want to get some listing done. I want to get some parcels packed for tomorrow's shipping. I'm going to sort my son's uniform out. I'm going to sort myself some out to wear. It's my day off tomorrow. And I'm going to watch Reacher. And if I don't get those jobs done, I ain't watching episode 3. Or maybe I'm on episode 4, I don't know. But anyway, the reward system, it works. It works for me. So try it out, it may work for you. And if not, you've given it a go. But you might be pleasantly surprised. So I'm back home on my travels. I drove a little bit extra just so I can speak to you. And happy tasking. Get your jobs done, get your feet up, and have the balance of life, work, family, business, pleasure. We can do it. So I understand there's not been a great deal of talk in this video regarding reselling, starting your own business, starting your side hustle. I just want you to get this right, because if you get your mindset right, you know you're going to be more disciplined, you're going to be more consistent, and you're going to have a more successful business. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos in regards to resellers, side hustles and small businesses, and they certainly talk about the craft, and they talk about, you know, this is how-to guides, this is how you do this is how you do that. But you don't hear a lot of talking about the mindset, how to really switch on to make sure that you're going to be focused, you're going to be disciplined, you're going to be motivated, learn how to self-motivate so you're not looking for external sources. I just wanted to talk about what motivates me, how my mind works a little bit when I'm doing this. I'm doing this as a small business, so I hope you found it useful. I think you'll have what it takes to have a successful, productive business. So I've completed my jobs today, just got a few bits of listings to do now. I'm going to clean my eye. I bought this little thing online. You see that? Okay. Bought it from Amazon actually. So checked out the reviews, and that all it is it's like, you know them sleeping masks that you get? So it's like one of those. You put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. These beads heat up and you place it on your eyes. So I'm going to stick on some relaxing music. Reflect on my day, so I'm going to use that time to reflect on my day, reflect on the video that I've made, what I potentially could have done better. Hopefully we can use that into future videos, and hopefully I can help you better going forward.